Gang, gang. Cheers. What's good, boys? We are currently 3 days out. I have, pardon me, landed in Manila, Philippines last night or yesterday afternoon, and I got myself sorted. I was going to film yesterday, but it was a boring ass travel day. As you can see, I am flat as a motherfucking tack. Today the filling begins. A provisional 850 grams of carbohydrates going in. This morning I was like 95.6. It's fucking doing my head in. So I am very data, as is Taylor. But I'm very like data driven, and we had like a sort of body weight in mind that we wanted to get to. And the scales this morning were like, depending on where I put them on the floor, obviously I weigh myself on the same floor, same position, literally have my scales on the same tile every morning at home. And this morning, trialing different places around the house, it was ranging from like 97.9 to 95.5. And I don't even think I'm quite that heavy. I think if I was weighing myself at home, I would have been somewhere around like 94.5, 94.8, like from the look this morning. I can sort of judge based on that. I think I would have been pretty close to at least an equal low, especially going off how I'm feeling, like flatness wise, and how the photos look. But routine stays the same. I can't remember if I've shown you, but every single morning when Taylor was in Thailand, we would go get 2 large Starbucks iced coffees. So I went ahead and grabbed myself. Unfortunately, Starbucks didn't open till 8:30, and my usual walk time is like get there at 8, so I did. And the one nearby didn't open, unfortunately. But the Macca's coffee, surprisingly, like might be better. It's fucking really good. Nothing changes. I literally keep the routine the exact same. I have the same amount of fluid going in with the same amount of coffee as I would back at home. But the day is early. I'm trying to figure out what gym I'm going to go to today. I've got my second to last session, which will be a push day, which I'll take you along for. I'm going to try and record the next 3 days worth of footage. And I'll try to do 3 days out, 2 days out, 1 day out. Show day, maybe. I kind of just want to chill on show day. But we'll see. There's nothing to do, boys. Like I've got work, I've got food, and I've got training, and that is it. Like step count is down, which is super boring. I only got 8,000 steps to get in today. I'm already 2,000 in. Usually I go for like 5,000-6,000 in my morning walk. This morning, geez, I look flat as fuck, don't I? You can see that I'm shredded. I'm flat. But yeah, so today's point of call, I should have brought my PlayStation. I fucked up. I was like, oh, should I take my PlayStation and play games? Nah, watch YouTube and Netflix. I'm already fucking bored. Like, I'm actually bored. Peak week for me is like very boring. Unfortunately, I am very much more of the process guy. The last 2 weeks have been pretty boring, to be honest. We're sort of just waiting around for show day. We were sort of where we wanted to be condition-wise about 2 weeks ago. So we've just been like maintaining. Output was down to bring some fatigue off, which has been great. Obviously, I feel way better. My training performance this whole prep has been going up. So I've been like getting stronger as the prep goes on, just because we've managed it so well. But the last 2 weeks we had to pull back on that as well. Obviously, it was sort of just like maintenance. Yeah. Shows for me is like, I love competition. I cannot wait to go on stage, but like the lead up to it and having to like pull back, I'm very much an enjoyer of the process and enjoyer of pushing things, which, you know, maybe to my detriment at some points, but you got to do what you got to do to put your best package on stage. And like, yeah, the last 2 weeks have sort of just felt like wrong almost, because last prep I had to push pretty hard, obviously being my first prep, and things just weren't as easy as they have been this time. I didn't get as fat in my off season. I've only had to pull off like 11 kilos this prep. Last prep was like 27 kilos, which is made for a much, much easier prep, and something I will definitely take note on for myself in future preps, not getting too fat in the off season, and then also not getting too fat post show, which is another thing I want to touch on. It's really weird. I have like no cravings for food because I've been eating so much food. Like my average intake for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks has been nearly 4,000 calories. So it just feels wrong. Like, I'm going to be completely honest, it feels very wrong. Like, I can see that my physique is there and like I'm in a good position, but it just feels like it's too easy, which is, you know, a good thing in terms of bringing a quality physique and bringing a fresher look. But it's like, it's a weird feeling having like a stark contrast from my last prep. And even some days in this prep were hard, but just nothing of significance comparatively to what I've experienced in the past. But again, really good for me, moving into future preps. Great for my clients. I know how to manage things way better now, just through experience. And I'll definitely be like implementing pre-prep, which I already, you know, sort of knew anyway. Pre-prep sort of fat loss phases to set you up in a much better position where rate of loss in prep can be slower, total fat loss in prep can be, you know, less, because it definitely results in a better outcome. Don't get me wrong, there's still, as I said, there's still hard days, and like, you know, there is some sucky shit, but like being able to eat like 450, 500-ish carbs for the past like 5 weeks and have performance moving up as I get leaner, slash sort of like marinate at the current level of leanness, has been a fucking weird experience, but it's been really good, and it's been great insight. But gonna smash the coffees. This clip has been going for like nearly 7 minutes now. I'm sure you're fucking bored of me talking. The plan is drink coffees, do a bit of work, eat first meal, which I'll show you, which should be pre-workout meal depending on if I can find a decent gym nearby or not. There isn't Anytime Fitness, like, so the venue that I'm competing at is literally a 1-minute walk to my left, and then there is a whole ass shopping center just across the road. So I'm in the most convenient location ever, which has turned out awesome. Unfortunately, means I'm probably going to be double bored because there's nowhere to go. I literally just go down and get my food, or I go compete. So not a huge fan of Manila, if I'm being honest. It's sort of just like a worse Bangkok. It just, yeah, had a terrible experience at the supermarket last night. The way they do their groceries here in Thailand, they're pretty slow. Like, they're not in a rush. It's not quite as quick of a system as it is in Australia, but it's like bearable. It's like, you know, in Australia it's sort of like they're like fucking slam, and in Thailand it's like, yeah, I'll scan your stuff. Maybe it takes 1 minute longer. Last night I literally waited 30 minutes for my groceries. Like, so I was standing in line, there was 2 people ahead of me, and it took 30 minutes. And the people ahead of me didn't have a whole lot of stuff. It is like, I can't even explain. I don't know if it's just this specific supermarket, but boys, it was fucked. Like, I could not believe how long it was taking. I was like, this has got to be some sort of sick joke. Yeah, not a huge fan of the Philippines. Like, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but just after you've been in Thailand and Bangkok, it's just like, nowhere compares, boys. But I've been talking for too fucking long, so 3 days out, fellas. Very excited to get tanned up and get on stage. It's literally just a case of me just fucking waiting around at this point, eating food, and being and feeling very lazy. But enjoy. I shall catch you as I'm eating meal number 1. Meal numero uno going down, fellas. So we have 100 grams cream of rice. We have 35 grams of dates. We have 25 grams of honey. It's meant to be Rice Krispie cereal, but it's not open yet. Shit doesn't open until later here, so I had to use some Oreos. To my dismay, I would prefer Rice Krispies. 10 grams of peanut butter and 100 grams of strawberries. So let me give you a quick look at that. Looks pretty fucking good, if you ask me. This is, I can't pull up my chronometer right now, but it's somewhere around the mark of 50 protein, 180 carb, and 10 fat. It is good, but again, I've been eating so much food that it's like, I've been having this every day anyway. So it's not like this crazy, like, oh, carbs. It's literally just slightly more than I'm usually eating. It's actually less volume. I use less berries and less total weight of food, because obviously it's peak week. I'm trying to keep as tidy as possible midsection wise. But let's go ahead and get this in. I'm still on the lookout for a gym. And once I get that sorted, hopefully about an hour after this, I will be training, which will include intra-workout carbohydrates in the form of 60 grams of carbs from coconut water. But start to fill out, boys, it's time. So I'm gonna enjoy this, and I will probably see you at the gym. All right, pre-workout down. It's again, boys, it's a weird feeling. I prefer, like my usual training day pre-workout cream of rice is like 150 carb. That's like 180, 185. I prefer my normal one because I get like yogurt and shit in it. It just tastes better. But obviously I got to keep I'm trying to keep food volume low. Yeah, as I said, it's a fucking weird feeling to be, slamming hella food and just not care in peak week. But that's the beauty of a well-managed prep, boys. But what I like to do, I like my cream of rice cold. So I'll now prepare my post-workout cream of rice, which I'm just gonna do more. Usually have Rice Krispies in that as well. And I do the Rice Krispies because I like the texture, like I like chewing on something. I'm just not a fan of that Oreo cereal. Like it tastes good, but I'm trying to keep whole foods as best as possible. So I'm just gonna do more cream of rice instead of cereal, because I'm not entirely sure if I can get Rice Krispies by the time that I get back. But I like it cold. My cream of rice I like cold. If you haven't tried cold cream of rice, do it. So I'll make it now, put it in the fridge so that when I get back, it's like a cake rather than like a warm, moussey type texture. But still haven't found a gym, so that is of utmost importance. Update. I got to Anytime Fitness, which is just over there. Ready to train, got my intro workout, which, by the way, was 1 litre of coconut water. And that was only 40 grams of carbs for the whole thing. So I got 2 of these bad boys, which is like basically just straight sugar, unfortunately, which are 5 carb each, which is lychee flavored tang, which is vitamin C and zinc. So got 2 of those, but yeah, got to Anytime Fitness. Knocked on the door. A member came up to me and said, "Oh, you have to come back. There's no one here right now." And they're meant to be staffed at 10 a.m. It's now 10:30, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to look for a different gym, to be honest. I've got a Grab coming right now, which is like Uber, taking me to a Anytime Fitness that looks slightly better anyway, which is about 1 kilometre away. If I needed steps, I would just walk, but I can't get steps. I also tried some coconut water, which tastes like absolute shit compared to, it's still good, but compared to Thai's coconut water, it's no good. And then I put the lychee sugar things in there. Unbearably sweet, like it is insane. It's like drinking, like think of like a triple strength Gatorade, like it's insanely sweet, almost too much. So it turns out, fucked up the calculations of how many carbs were in those little packets of lychee flavored fucking drink. So that turned out to be 80 carbs intra, which worked out okay because I needed to fill in carbs somewhere anyway. Oh my God, series of unfortunate events. I just got to the Anytime. Can't train, need a physical ID. Fucking kill me now, boys. So the stitch up was worth it. I ended up finding a pretty fucking good gym actually. It's called KSYM Gym. Turned out to be like one of the closer ones to me. And also what I got recommended by 2 people. I think there's like I'm going to assume a bodybuilder, fuck it's loud over here. I'm going to assume a bodybuilder owns this like franchise, like 4 gyms I think in Manila, but it's an actual bodybuilding gym. So thankfully the stitch ups were worth it. I found a good gym. Gym session complete. I don't know if this is the right elevator or not. This is a big stock elevator by the looks of things. I'm not entirely sure. Thank God I found that gym. The staff there was so nice. The gym was good, had actual good, decent equipment rather than just like hammer strength stuff. I wouldn't want to train there all the time, obviously, but for the sake of what I need, it was perfect. So now I'm going to head home. I'm going to pose for Taylor. So I told him I'd pose at about 12. Obviously, I've been stitched up majorly, but pump was good. Like, honestly, I feel full as a house, which is really weird because this morning I was super flat. The pump felt great. All right, boys. Post-workout meal of goodness going down. We have 100 blueberries, 120 rice flour, 50 WPI, 25 grams of sun-dried banana, 35 grams of dates, 22 grams of honey, some cinnamon, and some pistachio nut butter, 10 grams to be exact, some actual pistachio nuts, just whole ground pistachios. No specialty sugary shit. Post-workout meal. I took some photos / videos for Taylor, and I'll take some again after this meal. But pretty happy with how fullness is coming along. I'm going to wrap this up because my phone's about to go flat. But I'm sure that I will see you for meal number 3. Okay. Boys, I fucked up. I completely forgot I was filming today. Meal 3, while I watch podcast, bodybuilding podcast, was 180 grams of tuna. Turns out chicken is nearly impossible to get here. So lucky I was having tuna on rest day, so that digests well. 50 cucumber, 50 tomato, and rice, unless you want to buy 10 kilo packets, is also extremely hard. So I'm having rice flour or cream of rice with banana and jam, which all would have been mixed up together, but I just had the tuna and the veg, and now I've got the cream of rice and the banana and jam on the side. 3 grams of salt, as per usual. It's like 140 carb, 50 odd protein, and 5-ish fat, which is probably lower now because it's not chicken, it's tuna, which is very lean. But low key, plain cream of rice with banana and jam. It's not it, bro. It is not it. You need some protein in that bad boy, but it's something. All right, I'm about to have a shower, but I found some goated lighting. So, quick little condition check, boys. Coming in rather nicely. Try and see if I can get some fucking good glute lighting. Got some fucking striations coming in, just drying out very nicely. This is so sus, but this is 3 meals and not entirely sure how many carbohydrates to eat, but quite a few. Staying nice and dry, to be honest. If anything, a little bit drier. So this is the magic of the process, boys. You just gotta trust it. But yeah, I'll have a shower, and then it will be time for meal number 4, penultimate meal. Oh shit! Final meal. Damn! Final meal is getting cooked. So, cream of rice is in the fridge or freezer. I've got pineapple in this meal, so I'm just trying everything at this point. I put half the pineapple. I've got 140 grams of pineapple. Put half of that in the cream of rice. I also took 60 grams of cream of rice out and swapped it for, I found Rice Krispies, boys. Poverty brand, fucking Signature Select. I don't know if this is this, I think it might be like Sainsbury's or something, like a UK brand. But I put that in instead because I just need some texture, boys. But I put 70 grams of pineapple in the cream of rice. I will also have 70 grams of pineapple with said tuna that I am currently cooking, which is going to be nice and seared with no seasoning. It's my favorite. Actually, I might put some cinnamon on it. And then I have cucumber, I'll have honey, and I will have dates in the cream of rice as well. So this will be another 145 gram carb meal, 55 pro trace fats basically. I saved some pistachio nut butter for my final meal, which will be oats and a lot of carbs again. I started the arduous process of the full body shave, which is not as bad as I thought it was. I used to be very paranoid about that, but it's literally so easy. I just do like chunks at a time. So I'm not a very hairy person. So like today I just did my shins and my calves and a little bit of my quads with like a razor, like a fucking beard shaver. And I did like the annoying parts of my body, like my traps and stuff, where it's not going to grow back very quick. I don't really have to worry about doing it again. So I just started off there. As we get closer, I'll be a little bit more, on point with it. We'll do like my actual chest, I'll do my stomach. But I'm not really that hairy of a person. I've got like a little bit of hair on my back. But it's really not bad. The annoying part is exfoliating every day. A lot of people don't think about the skin prep for a tan. But like a week out of a show, you basically want to be like exfoliating and moisturizing every single day. And then the day before the show, or the day of your tan, you exfoliate one last time, get all the dead skin off, and then do not moisturize. Don't use deodorant, anything like that. But yeah, cooking up this meal. I've literally done my steps for the day. So the rest of the day, it's 5 o'clock, it's 5:30, and I'm just gonna be laying on the fucking bed eating, which bores me to the nines, but you gotta do what you gotta do to bring the physique back from the dead, boys, which is the plan. So I will see you when the meal is ready. Meal 4 is served. We have tuna, cucumber, pineapple, and 1 gram of salt with some cinnamon for flavor. We have cream of rice under this blanket of Rice Krispies Poverty brand, 20 grams of dates, 15 grams of honey, and again, some cinnamon on top, and then pineapple and cream of rice in there. And then I will be set up right here on the bed for the remainder of the evening. It is only 6 p.m. because I've done my steps. Don't know what to do with myself, but I'm gonna eat this bad boy and relax. The Rice Krispies in the cream of rice, absolute play. Made this meal 1 million times better. But yeah, plain old, boring old cream of rice. If you're wondering also why I'm doing cream of rice for every meal, 1, it digests super well for me, so why not? I've been eating it all prep, same with everything I'm eating this week, obviously. But also, yeah, I couldn't buy anything under 10 kilos of rice, and they didn't even have Thai jasmine rice. So, opted for cream of rice. I brought it from home, so same brand. I'm a creature of habit, so cream of rice 5 times a day, cannot complain. Final meal of the night is prepared, boys. Meal number 5, I suppose 6 potentially, because 80 grams of carbs intra, but we have 90 oat, 25 rice flour, 100 banana, 100 blueberries, 12 pistachio, 20 honey, and some cinnamon. And that is the final meal, boys. A lot of carbs going in today, 850 to be exact, 250 protein, 50 fat. Physique is feeling good. We're getting there. The plan is to do like a reducing undulating load, like a back load. So like tomorrow should be 825, and then we should do 800 with the thought process of less food closer to the show day, so that my midsection can be tighter. I'm literally already as I said, my baseline diet's elite. So this is just another day for me, another day with more carbs. So potentially I will film tomorrow, but it's just going to be the exact same, like literally the exact same. So potentially not. Maybe I'll make like a little combination of anything that might happen of tomorrow and show day and 1 day out and tanning and all that jazz. But yeah, this is the joys of bodybuilding, boys. There's not much going on. But that concludes 3 days out. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe. And yeah, I'm gonna scran this and then fucking do nothing and watch some movies.